I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Andy, what are your hopes and fears for this episode?
My fears are that we won't be able to convey how great Brink is.
That's my fear as well.
And my hope is that we can convey how great Brink is.
I've really been fretting about this because I'm feeling immense pressure at the start of this recording session to really knock it out of the park for Brink, because we both genuinely love Brink.
We owe it to Brink, the character of Brink.
We owe it to the fictional character of Brink to do right by
you. Know, I think what I would say is, imagine what Brink would say to you.
Oh my God,
if you went to Brink with this problem.
That's actually brilliant.
It's Brinkliant.
Eric
is what it is.
Eric Von Detten. I can see his kind young eyes. He's looking at me now.
He sweeps a lock of sandy blonde hair out of his eye,
and he says, "Don't worry about it. You're gonna do great.
Hey, you're a great podcaster, Luke.
It's gonna be epic.
It's gonna be super sweet."
And then Scar starts playing.
And then it goes, and the trumpets come in.
Oh, it's the Suicide Machines. Okay, my other fear is that we won't want to do this podcast anymore because, let's be honest with ourselves and the listeners, we started this podcast so that we could tell people about Brink, and we've been working up to this.
Mostly.
What if all the air goes out of this podcast when we stop recording?
Let's not forget that we still have in the chamber the one where the kid turns into a leprechaun. The one where the Lawrence brothers get stranded on an island with bazooka-toting pirates.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Cue the music. Let's give it the old college try.
I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X-Bladz with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house. Meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry because I'll bet my mom can't cook.
Okay, so here's how the Disney Channel wanted you to view Brink. We'll just play, get this out of the way quickly because, we don't care how the Disney Channel wants to present Brink to you.
Disney Channel can present whatever they want, however they want. We don't care.
Monday, Magical World of Disney brings you Disney Channel's original movie, Brink.
What up, Dad? English, that up.
Andy Brinker has one thing on his mind.
Skating. Today I'm gonna skate.
And a father who thinks he's skating through life.
Who are you? What have you done with my son?
Together, they're in for the ride of their lives. So catch Disney's original movie, Brink, right after So Weird, Monday on Magical World of Disney at 7, 6 Central.
I think we should just get stuck in.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. So Brink is a sports DCOM about rollerblading. Aggressive inline.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's a very specific kind of rollerblading where you do tricks and stunts.
Cool tricks, cool flips. Are you finding skateboarding really, really difficult, like me when I was 12? Then aggressive inline could be the solution because the thing can't come off your feet.
Which does present its own problems in that your ankles will snap like a twig.
It presents its own problems logistically, certainly, in that part of the whole skateboarding vibe is that you can do some skateboarding and then just kick the thing up, catch it in your arms and, I don't know, go to the Weezer concert or something. But you can't be at the Weezer concert with huge aggressive inline skates.
Well, you'd get a better view because you'd be about 6 inches taller.
Yeah, that's true, but it would be so easy for people behind you who wanted the view for themselves to wheel you out the way.
That's true. And what if Rivers Cuomo saw you and he'd be like, whoa, this guy does sports, everybody get him.
This guy does, he's not welcome here.
He's not one of us.
He heard some of the Sweater song, get him. Gonna tell all the jocks about it.
We can't become jock rock.
It's a sports DCOM. It's about Brink, who is a sweet boy.
Yeah.
And the battle for his soul. Andy, you were telling me that this is actually based on a folk fable, which...
So Brink is technically, I'm told, an adaptation of a... What year is this? 1865. Story called Hans Brinker or The Silver Skates, a story of life in Holland. A novel by the American author Mary Mapes Dodge.
There's a character called Brink, and there is skating involved. I sort of skimmed through the plot of this old folk tale. It seemed to only have the name Brink and the theme of skating in common.
In Holland, poor but industrious and honourable 15-year-old Hans Brinker and his younger sister Gretel yearn to participate in December's great ice skating race on the canal.
Oh my God.
So as you can see, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's about as much of an adaptation as, Twelfth Night is to motocross.
His dad suffered head trauma when he fell off a dike, and it left him chronically ill with episodes of amnesia and occasional violent outbursts, so he's unable to work.
Okay, well, if you haven't seen Brink, there is a bit where the dad falls off of a dike and his head pops off.
Well, no, but he's injured, isn't he?
Oh
So
my
he can't
gosh, yes,
work.
you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So that's it as well.
Okay. Well, I mean, the writer for this, Jeff Schechter, he also wrote The Other Me and Bloodsport 2.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
I mean, Bloodsport 1 is better than Bloodsport 2, but Bloodsport 1 is great.
Yeah, but poured all of his soul into Brink, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
left
he
for
did.
Bloodsport 2. And the director is Greg Beeman, who you may remember.
Old Man Beeman.
Old Man Beeman from Under Wraps. So. And these were the Under Wraps was the first DCOM and Brink was the second. And then they kept making them even though none of them were as good as those two.
I mean, they could have just stopped there.
Yeah.
But Old Man Eisner kept asking for more and more.
Old Man Eisner versus Old Man Beeman.
A battle for the ages. Can I just say, the way this film starts, it has the funniest musical cue I've heard in a DCOM yet, which is that they've got a bit of ska punk.
Yeah.
And you know how a ska punk song will start with about 5 seconds of it going da 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 da.
Do I?
Diddle din diddle din din.
Yeah.
But they've got more film than there is music, so it does this sort of dun diddle dun diddle dun dun, and then starts again with the sort of lead up intro.
Yes.
Bit of music, and it plays it about 3 times before they finally get to the bit where the ska punk can kick in.
Yeah.
And then Brink runs downstairs and drinks a bottle of chocolate syrup. It's great.
Oh, man, Brink is so cool. Okay, so Brink wakes up. There's immediately storytelling all over the place because he's running around. He's late for school, but he doesn't even care. He's not stressed. He's got a happy-go-lucky attitude. He's got a real LA vibe.
This is Andy Brink Brinker, as played by Eric Von Detten, who you may know from The Princess Diaries.
Yes.
He's imagined like a blonde Keanu Reeves.
Oh, that's
kind of
good.
Vibe.
That's good, specifically in peak. I don't think peak practice. What do I mean?
Twin Peak Practice.
What do I mean?
Do you mean Point Break?
Yes. You know the point.
Peak Practice.
Yeah, he shoots his gun in the air.
No, I remember. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Okay. Andy Brink Brinker. He's, I guess, 15 if we're going by the original German folktale,
Which we are.
Dutch or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got 5 years left of his life expectancy, so he's living to the max.
Yeah, the tuberculosis is already taking hold. But yeah, he's heading out of the house. He's got no time for breakfast. It's that classic, Mum has laid out a big breakfast spread.
Yeah.
Brink runs to the cupboard, takes out a bottle of Hershey's chocolate syrup, takes an enormous swig.
Absolutely monsters it.
Yeah.
Well, Brink will need his energy because he's skating off to meet his best friends in the world. There's a gang of 4. We will learn that they refer to themselves as soul skaters. There's Andy Brink Brinker.
Andy Brink Brinker.
There's Gabriella.
Yeah.
And then there's Peter and Geordie, and it's not that important to describe them because...
I think Peter is quite important to the film. Geordie, Geordie, I would say, and again, no slight on the actor.
Okay,
very fine performance.
Here we go. There's your asterisk, listeners.
I would say that...
Go off, Andy. Get him.
I would say that Geordie is a bit more disposable. I think they could easily have combined the characters of Geordie and Peter, but they need 4 members of the team for the eventual skating contest, so they needed to have 4 characters.
Geordie's main function in the film is to wear a T-shirt that has some composite RCA cables on it that I spent, honest to God, 4 hours Googling trying to find to buy for myself and could not. So... if you got a lead on any RCA composite cable T-shirts, I would buy one.
Please let us know, or we'll make it as Mom Can't Cook merch.
Oh yeah, actually, should we just do that one?
Let's just do that. Yeah.
It won't say anything. It won't be anything to do with the podcast. It will just be
a cool T-shirt that you can wear and look
T-shirt.
like Geordie from Brink. 4th tier character Geordie. Oh, that's a cool T-shirt. What's the story behind that? Deep sigh.
Well, take a seat.
Anyway, they're going down to the Pit, which is a popular skating spot in, I believe, Venice Beach.
Yeah, they're in like LA, right?
LA.
I don't know if they actually say it, but that's definitely the vibe. It's Venice Beach.
They all missed the bus because Brink is late. But Brink is like, well, we've got rollerblades, don't we?
Jordy, when you woke up this morning, did you say to yourself, today I'm gonna talk, or today I'm gonna skate?
We're aggressive inline skaters. Why don't we just skate to the beach and do sick tricks the entire way to a ska punk soundtrack?
And Brink, as always, is right. And this is how you know that Brink is kind of the leader of the gang. Everyone else in the Soul Skaters kind of looks up to him. Brink very much typifies, embodies, and seems to be... It's his founding philosophy, right? Shall we explain the soul skating philosophy, Andy? How would you sum it up?
Okay, so the soul skating philosophy is that you skate for the love of it, for the fun of it.
Yes.
And this extends to everything in your life. You should do things for the fun of it. And if you get paid for anything, you're an enormous seller.
And then you're a
huge narc seller.
Total scumbag. Okay. So they're shredding the gnar. They're ripping it up old school. They're going bio on a 540.
They're shredding it so righteous.
I know.
They jump over a guy who's having coffee. He spills his coffee everywhere and he's like,
how am I supposed to go to my money job now?
And they're like, suck it, narc. Soul skaters forever. I love it so much.
Yeah, I mean, this film is pure vibe, which I think is why it's so good. They're ripping it up in the pit and having a great time.
They get there and Brink goes, woo, and starts like hitting his helmet with his hands.
Yeah.
Because he's so excited. He's so thrilled to just be present in that moment.
Brink is just so happy to be alive every minute. Brink loves life. We should all aspire to be more Brink. And
this whole sequence is just sheer joy.
Yeah.
He tells Peter that his moves are ill, bra man. You know, it's got all the lingo.
Did you hear that the bra man is ill?
Where will I get my bras?
They say it's serious. It feels like the wrong time to ask him about alternative bra supplies.
But who's this hanging around the pit?
Man.
Why, it's a reporter from Inline magazine.
However, it turns out that the reporter is not there for the Soul Skaters because into this idyllic scene, like a meteorite, slams not just the antagonists of this film, but the antagonists of the rest of your whole life.
Yeah.
It's Team X-Bladz.
And however you're imagining that is spelled and stylized, you are incorrect.
You are so wrong. So, yeah, Team X-Bladz show up. Team X-Bladz are led by Val.
Yeah. Who's like an evil Brink.
Yeah.
Yo, Brink, what's up? Now you gonna do that at the Invitational or save for the championship? Say, you know what, Val? I don't think your skates so good anymore, man. I don't know, maybe you should bag both competitions. Nah, I'd have to get back all this cool stuff. Ooh, sponsored skaters. Big deal.
Brink is blonde. Val has dark hair.
Yep. Brink has kind of these like glorious curtains. And like Val has also curtains, but they're kind of more angular.
And he's just a sort of evil Brink. And it seems like the way the pit works is if you're in it, you have it forever until you leave.
Yes.
And they want the Soul Skaters to get out of the pit so they can take their photos for Aggressive Inline magazine.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called. So Val, in the first of many sort of evil tricks that he does throughout the movie, he sort of jumps in front of Brink and causes him to fly off the ramp and into it looks like he hurts his leg quite badly.
Yeah, he just kind of slams bodily into a big concrete block.
But there seems to be an honor system in place whereby if you physically leave the pit for 1 second, it becomes the sole property of anyone else who is physically present within the space.
Yes.
And of course, because the Soul Skaters, they care about their friends, they will run to check Brink is okay. And Team X-Bladz, they have one guy remaining to stake the claim. So the pit is theirs now.
Haha, you put your feet outside the pit.
Yeah, so now we've got it.
So now they've got it. And there's nothing the Soul Skaters can do about it. Or is there? Because Brink, dusting himself off from his quite serious injury...
He's got pranks of his own.
His prank is to go up to a gang of skateboarders who are hanging around the periphery of the pit. He asks the skateboarders, is it true that all skateboarders suck and are garbage?
Wussies, he says.
Wussies?
Yeah.
And obviously the skateboard, I mean, red rag to a bull. I mean, immediately livid.
They stride over to Team X-Bladz and start like slapping them on the helmet and roughing them up and pulling their t-shirts over their head.
Because Brink's like, those guys said that skateboarders are wussier than inline skaters. Now, if you were a real skateboarder and a younger inline skater came up to you and said, hey, is it true that all skateboarders are wussies because that's what that kid over there is saying, I think I would look at the inline skater with a pitying fondness and maybe just go for a hug and just tell him it's okay.
Well, Luke, imagine you're in the park. You're taking a walk.
Yeah.
And a 15-year-old boy walks up to you and he says, those boys over there, they said that people who like the band Pup are wussies.
Okay, well, they're going to get more than a helmet slapping is all
Okay, right, I was going to say you would probably not go over and assault those children, but apparently I was wrong.
Wouldn't get to the end of the sentence.
Damn, okay.
I think, again, this film, it's asked you to believe that inline skating is popular and is now really stretching believability by asking you also to believe that skateboarding and inline skating are kind of roughly on par in terms of coolness and popularity.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what year is this film?
1998. It's 1998. I've got IMDb up.
Okay, 1998.
When did Tony Hawk's Pro Skater come out?
That is literally what I'm looking up right now. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater came out in 1999.
Okay.
So that's sort of showing where the skateboarding world was.
Right.
In 1998. It was in development.
It's sad to think that Brink only has one more year of his hobby before it is completely,
utterly
nuked from space.
By Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk's in the pit.
Yeah.
Hand in your skates to him. He's going to bury them in cement.
Yeah. But yeah, so Brink got one back on Val.
Yeah.
And we cut back to the house. We see a bit more of Brink's home life. His dad is making a sandwich. Brink springs in, shouting, "Yo, what's up, fam?" Because, he's got all the lingo.
Yeah.
And his dad is annoyed. He says that his kid is not normal. No one should be that happy all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's every dad's nightmare, isn't it? Your child is happy all the time.
Fulfilled and enjoying themselves
so fulfilled.
As friends.
He seems to live in the moment and have a great supportive friend group and a hobby he loves. So
yeah, it's not normal.
Yeah, I'm upset. The dad has his own drama going on, though, because he works in construction. He was involved in an incident where there's blame, there's a claim. But he has basically been off work for quite some time because he's been unfit because he was injured.
Yeah, you may know this actor, by the way. It's David Graff, who played Tackleberry in the Police Academy films.
Yeah, and he is basically not sure whether he's ever going to get his job back. So the family is in a little bit of financial trouble. The mom is a realtor. But she doesn't appear to be selling many houses. So, yeah, the family is in a little bit of trouble finance-wise, and Brink has picked up on that.
We also meet his sister, who is the sister from Smart House.
Oh, my God, how did I not spot that?
Brink is a ball of energy, basically. Just a shining ball of positive energy and light.
Yeah.
And I love him.
He just ping-pongs around improving everyone's lives.
Yeah.
So we sort of meet the family. But the main drama is happening at school the next day.
We get more of the antagonism between the Soul Skaters and Team X-Bladz because they're arriving at school. Gabriella's been forced to wear a dress. Brink says that he thinks it's fat.
PH fat.
PH fat, yeah. And it's mad cool as well. But Val skates past and he steals Pete's shoes. He's changing out of his skates into his shoes. And then as a revenge for the skateboarding prank, he says, "Hey, that skateboarding prank you pulled yesterday." And Brink goes, "Oh yeah, that was pretty dope." Right in Val's face.
Yeah.
Brink doesn't care. He's just having a good time. But Pete's shoes do get thrown onto the telephone wire.
Yeah.
And Val says, "If you knock on me, I'll know you're a bunch of wussies."
But
it's an impressive throw, to be fair.
It is, yeah. And there's about to be some Soul Skater escalation because then they do a revenge prank where they get hold of Val's sandwich when he's eating his lunch and they add a bunch of worms to it and then sneak it back in a stealth operation so that then Val eats a load of worms.
But he won't snitch either because there's a sort of prison code going on.
Yeah.
But he does issue a challenge to the Soul Skaters. He's like, you and us right now, out back. And he wanted to pound the snot out of Brink. But
Okay. Look.
There's no two ways around this.
Yes. Andy's right. There's no two ways around it. Do I want to be the kind of person who finds this sort of accidental innuendo funny? No, none of us do.
We're adults, and we can just say, look, obviously, it's just a turn of phrase. There's no deeper meaning here. But I've got to say that throughout this film, Val and Brink, the sexual tension between the two of them is so palpable. I mean, almost every conversation they have, they're about an inch away from each other, like whispering the lines into each other's mouths.
So Val says, and again, look, I don't want to find this funny. What are you to do when I tell you that Val says to Brink, personally, I just want to pound the snot out of you, and then says that if you lose...
Personally, I just want to pound the snot out of you. But Boomer suggested a race instead. You win, we stop giving you beef. You lose, and man, it's like open season on your butts.
What are we to do?
What would you have me do?
What are we supposed to do?
Would you have me not find it funny when he says it's open season on your butts?
Just every line these two say, they're about an inch away from each other's face.
Yeah.
Or like biting their lips and just...
Also, Sam Horrigan, who plays Val, he's got a real... and it's excellent. Val is a brilliant portrayal. It has a real whispery delivery.
Val wanted to pound Brink and make it open season on his butt.
Yes.
But his teammate, Boomer, suggested instead a race, rollerblading, that thing that everyone does in this school.
I mean, the only note that I have on the race is that it looks good as hell, and that in general the skating in this film looks brilliant. You can't really tell that it's adults doing it, unlike Johnny Tsunami.
What I will say is it's very much like the school level from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So I don't know if this was an influence, but they've got like the lunch tables lined up to do jumps off.
This whole school is set up like a Tony Hawk's level. It's like lines just lead into other sick trick opportunities.
I'm just saying, Tony, maybe send some money Eric Von Detten's way.
Yeah, do the right thing, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
At love for once in your life.
For once in your damn life.
I mean, yeah, it's so Tony Hawk. Brink may as well be like snatching a VHS tape out of the air.
Or
the letters for horse.
God, can you imagine if Brink were an unlockable character in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater?
Oh my God.
God, it's so good.
Can he skateboard?
No, God, no. But yeah, so they're having the race. It's a relay, so they're sort of they've all paired off with another member of Team X-Bladz. Even though it's a race, they're all losing time by like skating backwards and doing sick tricks and rail grinds and stuff.
To the untrained eye, losing time. Probably there are all sorts of momentum and weight shift considerations that mean actually the fastest line is to do an Indy nose bone off the wall.
That's true. But Boomer, who you may know as playing the Black Power Ranger in Power Rangers,
the first one to play the role, he gets hurt.
Boomer wipes out. He smashes his knee, and Val is like, "Come on, Boomer, you worst tag me!" So he can carry on, and he takes off at speed. But Brink, who is ahead because he hasn't lost any time, he sees what's happened. He stops and he skates back, and he starts helping Boomer, telling him the same thing happened to him. He knows what to do. Soul skating.
Exactly.
It's what he's doing.
Boomer can't believe this. Boomer's like, you would help me even though I am an X-Blade.
An X-Bladz.
An X-Bladz.
Yeah.
And Brink's like, yeah, sure, don't worry about it. But we learned that Brink is a nice guy. We knew this already, but it's confirmation. Yeah. And Boomer, crucially, is wounded. That's going to be important later. Boomer just got offered the role in Power Rangers, so he shattered his ankle on purpose.
On purpose, so he wouldn't have to.
He doesn't have to be in Brink anymore.
All the stunts in Power Rangers are done by the original Japanese actors, so he just has to stand around.
All he has to do is sit in his Mastodon Dinozord.
Yeah. Is that what you call it? But yeah, the teachers arrive. Everyone's in trouble for skating. Brink gets suspended, and his dad is mad. And Brink offers the explanation that they had to skate battle because the crew was giving them beef. This doesn't go down super well.
Dad, Val and his crew were dissing us, so we started giving them beef right back, and then they wanted to hit it right there at school. And clearly we couldn't step off, so we had to battle.
Who are you? What have you done with my son?
God, Dad.
The next day at school, Team X-Bladz approaches the Soul Skaters, and even though they are kind of hated enemies, Val sort of comes to them in the guise of a friend, almost, and basically says, like, hey, look, Boomer shattered his ankles and is now in the Mastodon Dinozord, forming up to defeat Rita Repulsa. So there's now an opening on Team X-Bladz, but I guess none of you Soul Skaters would be interested in that, even though the money is incredible.
Being known as the best, getting paid at the same time. What could be sweeter?
What could be sweeter?
And Pete is like, we don't care about any of that stuff, man. We skate for fun. We're Soul Skaters.
Exactly.
Right, Brink? And then Brink is like, yeah, right. But you can see in his eyes that he's thinking about his family's money troubles. His sister needs braces. His dad's car broke down. They've got the mortgage to pay.
Yep.
And that's that $200 a week from Team X-Bladz is starting to look real good right about now.
Okay, can we talk about the financials? Because it does transpire that the amount that Team X-Bladz is offering its sponsored skaters is $200 a week.
Plus an extra $200 if you win a tournament.
Yes. However,
winning bonus.
However, when, as indeed happens next, Brink shows up at the Team X-Bladz, the only word I can think to use is compound.
I've got headquarters.
Headquarters, that's good. Yeah, it's a gigantic series of warehouses, a complex. As Brink arrives, several vans are being loaded and unloaded with enormous boxes of Team X-Bladz merch,
yeah,
or licensed gear or something. The walls of this warehouse are stacked high with the self-same boxes. We are going to get to meet Jimmy, who is the grown-up boss of Team X-Bladz, who explains who explains to Brink that he's in 1,200 outlets nationwide and that he moves $10 million of merch a year, all because of Team X-Bladz.
That's what X-Blad's all about, my man. Going big. I'm in 1,200 outlets nationwide. Last year, I moved over $10 million worth of merchandise. And all because of Team X-Bladz.
Now, that's the kind of fact I would keep secret from the kids who I'm paying $200 a week. Team X-Bladz is just these 4 kids, right?
These 4 children.
These 4 children in LA.
Each member is getting $9,600 a year, and he's making $10 million.
Yeah.
As hard as it is for me to admit, he should be paying Team X-Bladz more.
Yeah, he should. It's extremely exploitative.
His office looks like the briefing room for a laser quest. He's obviously doing pretty well for himself.
The whole operation is so dodgy. He pays them in cash as well.
Yeah, cash in hand.
Just cash in hand, so I guess there's no paper trail. And you're telling me that the whole Team X-Bladz empire is these 4 children
who all go to school.
I'd be like, hey Val, maybe stop shattering the team's ankles into school beefs. That's like that's $250,000 worth of ankle you just smashed.
This film simultaneously makes aggressive inline skating seem like the whole world, and also like only 8 people do it.
Yeah. That's so true.
There are no other... There's like, in the big tournament at the end, there are like the 10 teams, the best teams from the entire nation, and 2 of them, maybe more for all we know, go to the same school.
I mean, we have to assume. The only explanation is that everyone in America is buying inline skating gear and no one is using it.
I know a lot of people who bought inline skating gear and never used it, so...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I did. So, I here's me funding Team X-Bladz. Anyway,
Brink tries out Team X-Bladz. Yeah. He has to do a 30-second street run.
Nails it.
He's just stunting so righteous.
Yeah. He says that he'll only skate for Team X-Bladz on the strict proviso that his Soul Skater gang don't find out, and he is only going to skate for them at the big upcoming invitational. It's like a kind of it's a one-off deal, and in exchange, Val also says that Brink has to respect him in public, which
then Brink bites his lip, stares deep into Val's eyes, and says that won't be a problem.
I think it's so sad that Val is like, okay, yeah, we'll do it, but you have to respect me in public.
Brink's like, I don't know.
Respect you in public. Oh, no,
you do suck.
Val's like, this is great. Now someone's going to respect me in public because he has to because of his contract.
And, no more bagging on me in front of people. From now on, you start showing me some respect, you got that?
Well, and then the owner of the team is like, wait, Brink, your parents, are they okay with this? And Brink's like, sure.
And he's like, great, the owner is like, hear it.
Well, I'm covered legally. So, great.
It's all nice and legal.
That's it.
Brink, on paper, you're a convent in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, here's $200 Uncle Sam doesn't know about.
You are legally an office building that was destroyed in 1970. Yeah. You are not a boy.
Yeah. Brink, you are now legally an unsuccessful Jamba Juice.
Brink, you are several Hollywood productions that never got off the ground.
Wink. This episode of Mom Can't Cook is sponsored by ZocDoc. Now, this is for our American listeners, and Luke and I being in the UK, we don't really get how the healthcare system works over there, but it seems like ZocDoc is something that you folks could use.
That's right. Now, you know how Brink, Andy, is really good at soul skating?
God, do I? Do I ever?
Well, when someone is exceptionally good at what they do, like Brink is at soul skating.
Or Val is at being a jerk.
Yeah, exactly. You know that you're in good hands, or bad hands, if it's Val.
And the same is true of doctors.
Yeah, exactly. When you find the right doctor, you can feel it, you feel heard and at ease. And on ZocDoc, finding the right doctor who is right for you is a seamless process. Andy, how exactly does ZocDoc work?
ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. So go to ZocDoc.com/MCC and download the ZocDoc app for free, then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours.
That's ZocDoc.com/MCC, ZocDoc.com/MCC. So at the dinner table, Brink floats the idea with his family of getting a job to help out. He mentions to the family that he could do that. His he talks about sponsored skating. His dad and sister are wowed by the idea of a $200 per week take home, but fundamentally, Dad isn't keen. He doesn't really respect skating.
The sister's like, $200 a week? Daddy like.
Which is odd.
Which, yeah.
Especially when Daddy doesn't like, because he doesn't respect skating, actually.
Dad has vetoed the idea.
His dad has vetoed the idea. So Brink is now keeping a secret not only from the Soul Skaters, but from his family.
Well, you can tell he kind of wants to tell the Soul Skaters, because he tries to tell Peter on the phone, but Peter has to go.
Yeah.
So he can't. And then the next day at school, they're doing a cookery lesson, and he obviously wants to tell them there. And he has quite a convoluted sort of metaphor about how baking a cake is a lot like friendship.
You guys ever notice that baking a cake is a lot like friendship?
Excuse me?
No, I mean... All right, you put a lot of work into it, right? And sometimes it doesn't turn out the way you expected it to. But it still tastes good.
I told you not to eat that spoonful of frosting.
Yeah, man, sugar can mess you up.
And when you think about it, doesn't that just say it all? Anyway, I'm skating for Team X-Bladz.
That's not true of baking at all. If it turns out not how you wanted it to, it probably doesn't taste good.
Yeah, and some cakes are really easy, like that one you put in a mug in the microwave.
Yeah, exactly. How you want it to turn out is good tasting, probably. And if it doesn't turn out as expected, probably throw it away.
Yeah, but he can't tell them because who's here again? Oh, it's Val. He's really seeking them out, this Val.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course Val is seeking them out because now Val knows that Brink has to legally respect him in public.
But this is class time. Shouldn't he be in a class or something?
Yeah, but he skipped class to go be respected. He's not getting respected in his class or at home or anywhere. So he has to sort of sneak out to be respected by Brink, who has to respect him.
Well, it works because Gabriella calls him a jerk. Yeah. But Brink can't disparage him due to the contractual Team X-Bladz non-Val disparagement clause that he's signed.
I find this whole concept really depressing. I'm just imagining Val being like, because he's like, am I a jerk, Brink? And Brink, of course, is legally obliged to say, no, Val, you're not a jerk. And then Val is like, hooray!
Yeah!
Brink,
you heard him, folks.
Brink, am I worthless? Brink, am I loved? Remember the contract.
Remember your contractual obligation.
Yes, Val, you are loved. Hooray!
That's so sad.
Yeah, it is a little sad. So Val is riding Brink pretty hard, you know.
I think maybe Team X-Bladz shouldn't have a captain because it doesn't really seem necessary, and the power really seems to have gone to Val's head.
Captain should probably be Jimmy, the dude who like owns the team.
Right.
Yeah, but he's just like, hey, you seem to be falling apart emotionally, Val. Why don't you head up the team?
A volatile, vulnerable boy. It's like exactly the sort of, you know, in It, the sort of the troubled boy who becomes a murderer because he's susceptible to Pennywise.
Yes.
That's exactly
Oh my god. Like, if Pennywise has like a kind of a radar or a scanner, Val would be like pinging off the scale.
Heading straight for Val.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Soul Skaters, they've heard that Val found someone to replace Boomer. And Brink, in a sort of genius
thinking
move
quick
of misdirection, said that he heard it too, and the guy was big and Korean. And that probably scans, because you'd imagine that Val went on a worldwide search to find the best.
Of course.
skate.
Yes, he would. Well,
Like in
Boomer's
motocross.
ankle is shattered. I'm off to Europe. Europe to begin
I
with.
ended up in Korea, and I found the best aggressive inline skater there. He's huge.
He's huge. Come back with me.
But Pete says, I don't care how good he is. He isn't better than my man here, pointing at Brink.
Yeah.
Brink just dies inside.
I know. It's really hard to see Brink's soul being crushed by the weight of lies. The film kind of makes it seem as if Brink's soul is being crushed by the weight of being a sponsored skater, but I think it's like
with a weight of $200 a week.
The weight of being exploited by Team X-Bladz.
More money, more problems, man.
Yeah, clearly his soul is really being crushed by lying to his friends and family.
Yeah, and also it's backfired as well, because his dad, after Brink's attempt to talk about being a sponsored skater by saying he thinks he should get a job, his dad has now secured him a job working at a dog grooming place.
Yes.
And he needs someone to help out a couple of nights a week, he says.
Brink can't tell Dad that he already has a job, so he is essentially forced to accept this new job, dog grooming at Pup and Suds.
Yeah.
And we then get a pretty delightful montage of Brink's typical days. It's basically like the toll that all of this is taking on him. He's waking up at 7.
So I have his schedule here.
Oh, yeah. Hit me with the schedule.
Okay, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
He wakes up. 9:46 a.m. He's in school, so presumably school starts at 9.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
He's got like a solid 2 hours between waking up and school.
Well, he has to skate all the way there. It could be like a 2 hour
yeah.
skate uphill or something.
12:30 is lunch, and then 2:30 he is at Pup and Suds. So I guess his school day, if it starts at 9, lunch is at 12:30.
Yeah, what school day is done by 2:30?
Done by 2:30. Like, lunch is an hour, right? So there's only an hour after. He's got like 3 hours of schooling a day.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. He arrives at Pup and Suds at 2:30.
Yeah.
He washes dogs for an hour and a half, and then he leaves work at 4.
That's not a working day, Brink.
That's an hour and a half of dog washing.
You can't wash a dog in 90 minutes.
At 4:15, he's at the Team X-Bladz warehouse.
Yeah.
At 5:36, he's skating home, so presumably practice is only an hour.
Yeah.
He joins the others at the pit. Presumably that's another hour of skating. At 7:02 p.m., he arrives home.
Yeah.
At 9:19 p.m., we see him doing homework. And at 11:24 p.m. we see him asleep. So if he's up at 7, and he fell asleep seconds before his mum comes in at the 11:24 scene in the montage, that is still over 7.5 hours sleep he's getting a night.
Andy, you are preaching to the choir. I have written down here that like this montage is supposed to be driving home how exhausted and broken Brink is, and I looked at the clock IRL in this montage, and I still had nearly an hour of Brink to watch, and it was 10:15 in the evening, and I still had to watch an hour of Brink and make notes on it, and my sympathy for Brink evaporated.
He wakes up like an hour after I do.
Yeah.
And he does like 2 hours of school, works for an hour and a half, does a bunch of skating
he
that he
sleeps
likes.
solidly. He doesn't wake up in the night because his body is old and dehydrated and he's stressed.
He falls asleep at school like with a sandwich in his mouth. Like you had 7.5 hours of sleep, Brink.
I wish I could fall asleep with a sandwich in my mouth because it would save me a lot of time in the day.
It would just sort of work its way down.
Yeah, if I could combine eating and sleeping, that would actually be a massive help logistically.
Yeah. So you're getting no sympathy from us, Brink, is what we're saying.
Exactly. So anyway, at the end of this montage, Brink fakes illness because it's the day of the invitational, right? This is the thing that he's competing in for Team X-Bladz. Peter comes round to collect him so they can head over there together, and Brink's like, I can't do the invitational. I'm too ill. Sorry, can't compete. And Peter's like, oh, well, never mind.
You tell the others for me?
Sure. Hey, we'll go down there and check it out anyway.
No! No, man, don't. I mean, the invitational, it's only a warm-up for the championship. You guys should session instead.
Okay. You're the boss. Take it easy.
So Peter is real nice about it because, as you say, Soul Skater. But he does leave to go session, which gives Brink the opening he needs to go in disguise to the Team X-Bladz Invitational. His disguise is a pair of those sunglasses that Morpheus wears in The Matrix.
He's wearing weird little Matrix sunglasses.
And nothing else.
That's it. No, he is wearing other clothes. He's not naked except for his Morpheus sunglasses.
No, yeah.
He's wearing his Team X-Bladz colours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got nothing else in the way of disguise. And the Invitational's going on. Team X-Bladz is flagging in the competition. And Brink is up next, so Val gets real close to his face. And tells him,
I thought you were supposed to be something as big as you want. Well, I want real big. And I want it right now. You got that?
Look, what are we supposed to take from this film?
Am I proud of myself?
No. I am not imagining this. This is not subtext. This is supertext. And then Brink goes, right, well, yeah, time to give it to you big. So he goes out to skate in his little Matrix sunglasses disguise. And the announcer goes, next up, Andy Brinker for Team X-Bladz. Like, why wear a disguise if they're going to announce your name over the tannoy?
I know. Also, so the Soul Skaters were, doing their session, but Gabriella is like, why are we doing this session? It's boring. Let's go watch the Invitational. That's what Soul Skaters would do. So they head over there. Brink obviously is, ripping it gnarly. And
he's skating, so he's going Richter at backdoor.
Backdoor has been thoroughly Richted, and and he's he's enjoying himself, and he does great. He gets a great score. Brink is on top of the half pipe, and he's you can tell he feels like a little burst of pride. Jerry's down on the floor. He's just dishing out the $200 bonuses because presumably he's just cleared like
another 10 mil.
$500K in merch or something.
Yeah.
But into the midst of Brink's celebrations, the Soul Skaters appear because they have indeed seen the whole thing.
They realised that he's not Korean.
They somehow saw through Brink's disguise. And they sort of shove Brink over. And
they're shocked and disappointed. You sell out, Brink, they say. And then they leave. Brink goes after them. He throws his helmet at Val. He goes after them. And we cut to the pier. The other three, they're going over their options. They need 4 people. And now that Brink is a narc sellout, they need a 4th person. And Brink walks up and says, maybe I could be the 4th man. And then they all just leave. They're sickened.
Soul Skaters, turn your backs.
Yeah. But Val is there too because he goes everywhere Brink does.
Well, he has to because Brink legally has to respect him.
He's at the Orange Julius getting a drink.
Look, when you've got someone who legally has to respect you in public, you don't just let them wander off. You follow them round and get all the respect. You get all the respect you can while you can.
And that contract's not good forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But Val walks up and he says, you want to know the difference between them and me? You bailed on both of us, but the difference is I'm willing to be your friend again.
Wow.
Come on back, Brink. We got a championship to win. And so, reluctantly, Brink takes the X-Bladz helmet.
He's got no choice.
Welcome back, says the little spiky X-Bladz member whose name I will not learn.
It's not important. Back at the house, Brink is sort of all torn up inside, even more so.
His dad is complaining. He says it's not normal.
Yeah, his dad is now...
for someone to be sad all the time, like his son.
Oh my God. The dad is now complaining that Brink is too sad, having been annoyed before that he was too cheerful. Yeah, so is this a point where he kind of goes out to talk to him on the porch?
Well, he doesn't go of his own accord. The mum
has to be shoved out the house.
Yeah, basically.
I don't want to talk to my sad son. He says, and I think this is a quote, he's so depressing to talk to. I'm sorry, Dad.
Your depressing son is a real
Oh,
downer.
that buzzkill.
Yeah. Goes out and is sort of like sarcastic to his son.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, I tried for 5 seconds. Off I go. But hey, if you ever change your mind, I'm here, buddy.
You can tell me or don't tell me, it's okay. If that doesn't change my job description. You change your mind. I'm here, buddy.
Wow.
Probably feels pretty good about himself for that little speech.
Yeah.
Despite his bullshit being one of the main reasons that Brink is all left up now.
Exactly. When we first watched Brink, Andy, obviously, as we've talked about before, it was the first DCOM that we watched together, and we both agreed that this is one bad dad. But I have to say, since motocross, the bar is now in hell. And
Johnny Tsunami.
And Johnny Tsunami, yeah. So actually, you know, on the DCOM scale, this is not a bad dad. He's going to bring it around, sort of.
There's a DCOM called Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off as well, which has an extremely bad dad.
Oh, that is...
He's a top tier.
That is a...
top tier bad daddy.
Weapons grade bad dad.
Yeah. Anyway, Brink is sad, but he's going to be in the championship for Team X-Bladz. So, the structure of the championship, it has 3 parts. There's a street part, a vert part, and downhill. The 2 teams with the highest scores on street and vert send 1 person from each team to the big hill to do the downhill thing. So Team X-Bladz are on this hill. They're sort of scouting it out, ready to do their practice. Brink is sort of looking off at the course, and Val is like, what are you doing, Brink? What are you doing? And he's like, I was just thinking how fun it would be to do cool stunts. The stunt he describes is like launching off a driveway over the roof of a house or something. It's like a preposterous stunt.
I was just thinking how dope it would be to die by doing this.
I was just thinking how dope it would be to launch off the driveway into the sun. And Val's like, yeah, well, if you can come back to Earth for a second, Brink, we're not here for fun.
Yeah.
We're here to win.
This is about winning, not fun.
Oh, this is just great.
Guess they'll let anybody skate here.
What are you guys, following us?
Came to use the downhill course.
So the Soul Skaters show up. Val makes racist remarks to Gabriella.
Yes, we had an email from Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for sending this in, who said that Brink has some of the most realistic racism and sexism I've ever seen in a kids' movie.
Yes.
And I think that's true, because Val... I think the character of Gabriella is from Peru, and Val is like, oh, why don't you go back to Mexico?
Yeah.
And it's sort of just really just nasty, depressing, like gross, small, racist way.
Yes.
And it's obviously another piece on the Jenga pile of Val's awfulness, but it does feel like it comes from a very realistic place. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's gross. But thank you, Melissa, for sending that email in. We appreciated receiving it.
Yeah.
So the next thing that happens is Val proposes a downhill race.
He proposes a race to see who gets the downhill course.
Yeah.
And the Soul Skaters put up Gabriella, and Val, of course, proposes Brink as the X-Bladz skater. He doesn't want to do it.
And compounding his unease, just before the race begins, Val takes him aside and puts his face real close and says, well, here's what he says.
Big turn just before Kettner. Stay on the outside.
Wait. You never stay on the outside of a turn.
Brink can't possibly fathom what this could mean.
Yep.
Because he's a sweet
because
summer
he's
child.
nice. He's a sweet boy. So,
but
yeah.
what it means is that Val skates ahead and he throws a handful of deadly rocks onto the track as they come round the turn after stunting So Righteous down the hill. Mm-hmm. Brink, he suddenly realises what's about to happen. He screams to Gabriella, stay on the outside. But she's like, I'm not falling for your X-Blade tricks. She takes the quicker inside route and she hits the rocks and she absolutely eats shit.
We have our second podcast 2 grisly arm wound.
Right.
Gabriella's arm is completely mangled. This must have been the same makeup folks that did motocross because like they've just gone ham on this kid's arm. It's like it's like
in Terminator where he has to fix his arm.
Oh,
he has to cut the skin off and peel it back. It's basically that.
It's like Walking Dead levels of gore. Yeah, Gabriella's skin just all shredded up and torn off.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's really grim. Can we go for a third? What's the next? We haven't decided what movie we're going to do next. Can we do one that will feature a grisly arm wound?
Yeah, what else?
Ring of Enderslite?
Does a dolphin chomp down on someone's arm in that?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a bit where
sweet.
a dolphin tears some's skin off.
You've got to stop pitching Ring of Endless Light.
We've got to do it eventually.
No.
Get it out of the way, I say.
So Gabriella she's stricken Peter and Geordie, they look at Brink. Brink looks at Val, and he realises what happened. And so then we get a little bit where Brink goes around to Gabriella's house to apologise. Pete and Geordie are leaving. There's this music playing, which is like, I'm sorry, I did not mean to hurt you in the downhill
I didn't want your arm to get all shredded up like it did.
Looks really gross and grody. Don't want to look at it again, but I'm sorry.
The language of cinema in this scene is making it look as if Gabriella is dying. Yeah. She's like, it's like a deathbed visit. Yeah. It's like, she's lying there, she's like, Brink, come
there may as well be a priest doing the last rites.
Yeah, there are people sort of saying prayers at the foot of the bed.
Yeah. But you need that because this is where Brink realises the extent of his crimes.
Yeah. It's terrible.
I didn't think anyone would get hurt, Gabriella. He sobs.
Gabriella says, you were the one who told me about soul skating. Brink explains that his family really needed the money, to which Gabriella responds, we all need the money, Brink.
What's that got to do with it?
We all need the money, Brink. What does that have to do with it? First, you do something that you really love, and then you start doing it for the money. And before you know it, you're just another sellout.
Then before you know it, you're just another sellout. Never get paid for anything.
It's bruising
it's the
stuff.
Skating way. You should hate your job and love your hobbies. God, it's so simple, Brink.
How long have we been recording? Going on... We'll have done the ad by now. It's okay. I'm glad that's clear.
Okay.
That's in our wake. Before Gabriella can give us a hard time.
You should never get paid for anything.
No.
And if you do, you're a sellout.
Dad finds Brink sad in the garage. Brink is looking at his first pair of skates. Dad says, I remember when I got you these, you were 4, maybe 5 years old. So real clear in the memory there, Dad.
Yeah. I mean, Brink, that's only 10 years ago. But yeah, him and his dad have a heart-to-heart. And it's quite good, this scene.
Yeah, I think this is genuinely good. Brink confesses that it wasn't just about the money. He did want his picture in magazines and he wanted to be somebody.
I think it's a totally understandable impulse that Brink would want the recognition for his skill that he has, because he is the best skater.
Yeah.
Probably in the country, because there's only 10.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
And, he feels so ashamed that he wants to have his picture in a magazine with a little caption that says, Brink is good at skating.
Vanity.
It's like, vanity.
You sell out.
You vain man.
Whereas the rest of the soul skaters are like Fugaziing it up. It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good we are. We must never profit or be successful or fated. So the dad explains to Brink that Brink is not defined by a job or what he does.
You are Andy Brinker. You are a good son. And you are a good friend who just happens to skate. And tomorrow, if you never skate again, you are still Andy Brinker.
And Andy, I've just got a little note here that I cried slightly. Look, as we've covered, it was gone 10 p.m. and I'm tired.
Did you cry at the bit where the dad said, "Come on, let's split for the pad," and then threw up gang signs?
Yes, that was it. That was the point where I burst into grateful tears.
It all came flooding out.
All the pent up emotions. Yeah, I'm not saying I cried a lot, because I didn't. I cried very slightly. But
you're Andy Brinker, a good son and a good friend who just happens to skate. And tomorrow, if you never skate again, you're still Andy Brinker.
Damn, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
so
good.
the dad did a good dadding.
The dad pulled it around at the last minute, so...
But then he did say, let's split for the pad.
He did, unfortunately, then do that.
Unfortunately, he did stack it
now,
at the last
He now has to go to jail, sadly.
He did run into the deadly rocks of saying split for the pad.
So smash cut to the pier. Team X-Bladz are getting pizza and milkshakes and being toxic lads.
Yep, here's Val's sexism, where someone gives him a strawberry milkshake and he says, "Don't give me strawberry. Do I look like I'm wearing a dress? I get chocolate. I want a man's flavour.
I want a chocolate milkshake, damn it. Where's Brink? He has to respect me in public."
He's about to have bigger problems because Brink throws a pair of inline skates onto his pizza.
Yeah, which is a little harsh on the people who aren't part the X-Bladz squad.
Yeah, and presumably someone else bought that. Like Boomer is looking sadly at the only meal he would eat that day, which now has skates on it.
Don't worry about Boomer. Boomer's in the Mastodon.
Oh, that's true.
He's fine.
All right, a little spiky one.
Yeah,
then,
the spiky one's going hungry. So yeah, the X-Bladz sponsored merch skates get slammed into the middle of this perfectly good pizza.
Dunked into the middle of a pizza.
Because Brink is dramatically quitting Team X-Bladz.
He's publicly disrespecting Val against the terms of his contract.
But I don't think there was a contract other than your parents are cool with this. Yes, good. Okay, fine.
Val is like, what are you doing? I should be mad at you. You didn't even have the brains to finish the race. And then Brink says, no, but I do have the brains to finish this. And then he hurls a milkshake right in Val's face. But it's chocolate, so it's not girly.
Brink says, if you've got beef with me, then let's settle it at the championship, to which Val responds,
oh, we'll get it on for sure.
And then Brink bites his lip. I think just before this, I think it's a really good scene when Boomer sort of is like, what do you do? Like, stop it, don't fight him, because Val tries to take a swing at Brink.
Yes.
Boomer's like, stop it, and he's like, oh, I didn't think you'd turn on me, Boomer. And Boomer's like, oh yeah, that's your problem, you don't think. And Brink says, no, Val, I finally figured out your problem is that you're just not any fun to skate with.
Yeah, oh my God. I mean,
and that's it, isn't it? That's the core message of this film. It's like Val is so tied up in winning and sponsorships and money and magazines that he's forgotten that skating is supposed to be
fun, Val.
This is kind of underlined in the next scene where we cut to the Soul Skaters who are in their final prep for the tournament. Geordie needs more air. Peter still can't land the flat spin 540 that he's been practicing for ages. Gabriella can't skate until the weekend because of her injuries. And the others are like, oh, this is so hard. Why are we doing this? And Peter goes, because it's fun! And then he tries to do a trick and his skates break. And it's just the lowest point for all of them.
Yeah.
And I think this is true of anything that you sort of starts as a hobby, like a fun thing that you do because you enjoy it. And you end up doing it for so long and at such a high level that you sort of lose sight of that sometimes.
Yes.
I don't know if any of our listeners have ever played a sport or been in a band or something, where you enjoy like jamming with your friends, but then you're playing gigs and you've got a bunch of people there and it's stressful and you're worried you'll forget stuff.
Yeah, and suddenly you've got to do things like organize things and organize people and organize everyone's time, and you've got to have difficult conversations with your friends and stuff about who's going to be skating in this or what.
Or oh no, the drummer's written a song.
Oh no, we'll play it for sure. Yeah, it's in. Oh yeah, no, it's in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, we'll do it as the encore song.
Yeah.
There was no time for an encore.
No time for an What? Did we say we were gonna? Oh, we.
Oh no.
I'm annoyed now.
Oh no! Because I definitely learned it. As well,
I learned all the bits of it. I learned the bits where it's like, "Hey, baby, rockin' baby, you're my drummer," something.
All night long till the break of dawn. Yeah, that was such a good rhyme.
Rock me in 5/4 time, I think.
Yeah,
it's a reasonably good bet that if the drummer's written a song, it's called "Rock Me in 5/4 time."
Brackets till the break of dawn.
Look.
Look.
You are absolutely right, though. This isn't just a film for kids. It's also a film for podcasters, because it is about trying to find the balance between the thing that you're passionate about and seeking the success and indeed the remuneration that your hard work deserves. Where is the line? Yeah. It's not always clear.
What happens next is Brink skates up and he says, did you guys ever think of getting a sponsor? And then the team are like, sponsors are no fun.
Yeah.
And then Brink says, well, hey, that just depends on the sponsors. And he throws them a shirt. Uh-oh, now they're Team Pup and Suds. Woohoo! That's right. They are now being sponsored by Team... Well, I'm not entirely sure on the arrangement.
Actually, I'm kind of the sponsor.
Kinda?
Well, you see, I kind of got my pay in advance so I could get you guys this stuff. How far in advance? About 4 months.
The dog groomer Pup and Suds is the sponsor, but it's all being paid for by Brink.
Yeah. Pup and Suds, the dog grooming salon, are making out like bandits here because they've paid Brink his wages in advance, and he's then spent all that money on sponsored t-shirts.
Yeah.
For Team
Pup and Suds.
So Team Pup and Suds have paid 0, right? for this marketing.
I think that the sort of sensible way this would work is if Brink went to them and said, okay, in the next 4 months, you're going to pay me $600.
Yeah.
Or you can give me $1,000 worth of skate stuff, but it's sponsored Team Pup and Suds stuff instead of paying me money.
Yes. Well, maybe that's...
So
should we just say that that's what Brink did? Because it's a bit...
Yes, because it makes more sense, I think.
Anyway, showing up with loads of new expensive skate gear makes the unmaterialistic soul skaters welcome Brink back with open arms, it turns out.
Their eyes turn into dollar signs and make the cash register sound.
You know what, Brink? Maybe you are pretty good and cool, and we can be friends
also, they
again.
heard about Brink throwing a shake in Val's face, and Gabriella... It's like, how did it feel?
It was cool, and it was so sweet.
So they're reuniting, and it's time for the championship. The nation's top 10 teams.
Yeah.
And somehow this includes Team Pup and Sons, who are just some children from the local school.
Team Pup and Sons with an annual turnover of 10 million.
ESPN are here for this children's roller skating competition.
Yeah, also there's like TV coverage from 1,000 angles. At some points, like the competition is shown on big screens, like in the crowd, and it's just the movie. Like it's showing again, if that makes sense. Like it's just the movie happening on there, like complete with like sometimes they're watching. Sometimes people in the crowds are watching skating in slow motion, and like with like dramatic facial close-ups and stuff.
And Disney Channel ad breaks.
Yes.
So yeah, first up is the street contest.
Yep.
Gabriella goes first. She skates so righteously, finishes with a huge 540 Liu Kang grab, which I assume is named after the Mortal Kombat character, which I love.
Oh yeah, it's got to be. I looked it up. It's a real aggressive inline trick.
And it's like you're sort of in the position that he is when he does the bicycle kick in Mortal Kombat.
So cool. There's a nice montage here. A score of 97 puts Team Pup and Suds in 4th place. Dad gets his job back. He and Brink share a big thumbs up.
When Val does his run, they announce him as Val Horrigan, which is weird because the surname of the actor playing Val is Horrigan. The actor's name is Sam Horrigan.
Oh, yeah.
So I wonder if they sort of didn't
give him a last name. And then on the day, they're like...
They were like, oh, no. What do we call him? And they literally couldn't think of any surname. I can't... That's the only explanation I can think of as to why Val has the same surname as the actor playing him.
Yeah. It's just more convenient. The sister Katie is also played by a real Katie.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, there's a lot of on the day.
Yeah.
What's your name? What's going to be easiest? What do you already answer to?
But yeah, so the dad's here. Brink is energized by dadly energy.
Yep.
And he skates again. He goes Richter a backdoor, back-to-back 540s, works the coping, hits a huge 900 and scores a massive 98.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so in the finals, in the vert, it looks like Team Pup and Suds are sort of out of contention. If Ben Kelly from Team G-Force can pull off even a reasonable run, then Team G-Force are in the final. But luckily, Ben Kelly stacks it and is very badly hurt.
Yeah, he's not moving.
Yeah. Hooray!
Oh my God. Just the opening Team Pup and Suds needs. And
Peter comes in and he nails he gets huge amplitude and nails his inverted 540.
Yeah.
With a beautiful style, scores a 98. It's huge. Team Pup and Suds wins the vert, which means they're through to the final, the downhill.
Well, this puts them in second, which, as we've discussed in this absolutely bonkers tournament structure, means that now everyone goes home except 2 individuals.
Mean nothing.
Yeah. Did you come first rather than second? Doesn't matter. You now start on even footing in a 1v1 downhill skate race that is like going to be it cannot be effectively spectated. So I don't really know what anyone's getting out of this. And as we find out, it cannot be effectively filmed because there is a huge blind spot on the course during where the TV cameras can't get to.
Also, it feels a little unfair if you're like an incredible vert skater who can hit like a sweet like 1080 out of the ramp and like stomp the gnar, and then they're like, cool, you're through to the final where you have to go down a hill really fast.
The driver is essentially ballast in the downhill. It's like, what's your weight? So.
Ironically, if you had a huge Korean guy, you would probably be quite well in the downhill. But Brink gives a pep talk to the rest of... I don't know why he gives them a pep talk. They're not competing.
They can go home now. Their day is over. Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, skating is what we do, not who we are.
Yep.
And Val says, man, Brink, I wanted to beat you, but now I'm going to humiliate you.
Yep.
And Brink says, winning isn't everything, Val. I want to win, but at the end of the day, I'm not you. So it's still a good day.
Damn.
So Yeah, they line up on the starting line.
So
they sort of get really close,
public.
their faces to each other.
Yep.
They're sort of looking at each other's mouths. Getting ready to
I've got to note that the weather is all over the place in this scene.
Oh god, it's like the thickest mist imaginable.
The cast are dripping wet with rain at the start of this, and then the race begins, and it's like blue
Bright
skies.
sunshine.
Yeah, bright sunshine. Maybe the hill has an extremely high altitude. It's like
it's
like Everest levels.
Yeah,
yeah.
Top of the mountain down to the ocean.
Yeah, exactly. Down to sea level. So the race kicks off. The
music is not. I mean, having had the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack in motocross, which was excellent, the music for this race, I will say, is not great. And it's also got an extremely distracting thing where a person keeps going, "You gotta know yourself," in the background, like throughout. It happens like 4 times. Also, just to rewind slightly, during the montage of the vert competition, they're playing the "I'm Sorry" song from earlier.
Oh yeah,
I guess they only licensed one song, but they're all doing these sick 540 Liu Kang grabs, and it's going "I'm sorry" in the background.
Arm got shredded by gravel on the track.
This is an extreme sports montage. This isn't the music. This isn't it.
Oh man. So now they're racing. Unfortunately, they race into a blind spot where the 10,000 TV angles aren't covering for some reason, and Val rams Brink into the side of a van, which hurts him badly.
It just starts punching him.
Yeah. Then further down the course, Val takes a swipe at Brink. Yeah, basically just tries to punch him hard in the face. Misses and stacks it dramatically through some hay bales and is lying there wounded. A TV crew approaches. They're like, "Hey, we got to cover this." Yes, you got to cover this. It's maybe cover something. It's your job.
It's the top story.
Brink obviously skating off to the win, but then, Andy Brinker. He stops. He comes back.
He would never allow himself to win that.
Even Val, even though it's Val, he instinctively stops racing to check Val is okay, which is exactly the opening that Val was waiting for.
It's so funny watching this after motocross, where the exact same thing happens in motocross, and Andy in motocross, it's just like, hell yeah, time to finish.
Time to win.
Yeah, and just crushes
Suck it, Renee.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas Brink is like, I won't allow myself to win this way. I've got to go back.
So Brink extends a hand to help Val up, and Val grabs the hand and is like, exactly the opening I was waiting for, and pulls Brink down and skates off. It's all been caught on camera, but Val is ahead. But Brink has one more ace to play, cutting about 50 metres of the clearly marked course.
He does actually ramp over a house, which is what he was talking about doing earlier.
So to visualise it, listeners, imagine like a long residential street, and at the end there's a hairpin turn down another residential street. Val is kind of skating off. He's about to make that corner at the end. There are little flags marking the course, and Brink is like, hang on, what if I just went 2 metres to my left onto the next bit of the track, which is clearly cheating, but it happens in slow motion, and the crowd goes wild, and they all agree that it's a fine thing to do, so it's okay.
Yeah. So Brink he just wins.
And
it's a photo the crowd has turned on Val. They're cursing him out for being a cheater.
Yeah. I mean, Brink also cheated, but
in a less aggressive way.
Yeah. In a way that it was in slow motion, and he did a grab.
The Team X-Bladz disavows Val. The owner says, "Val's out. The cheating, it's no good. Brink, you're in. You're the man." And Team Pup-Insides is like, But Brink is like, hey.
I was on Team X-Bladz once. It wasn't any fun.
The crowd goes bonkers. Everyone cheers Brink. He lifts the trophy, and then he says, "Soul skaters, there's nothing we can't do." And we freeze frame on his happy face.
God damn, Brink is good. And
then the theme song kicks in.
just when you thought it couldn't get any better.
Come on, Brink. Jump it, grind and pound it. Slam the ramps and show you own it. Come on, Brink. Skate for money, glory, or fame. Soul skaters riding that perfect way. Come on, Brink.
Jump it, grind it, and pound it. Slam the ramps and show you all. Take the money, glory, or fame. Soul skaters riding that perfect wave. All the skaters' competition can't compare to Brink's ambition.
We have our new merch.
I don't think the person who wrote this song had seen the film. Because Brink doesn't...
Of course not.
He doesn't have ambition. That's the whole point of the movie. Soul skaters don't ride waves.
There was very little time, Andy. Also, the end credits are about 20 seconds long.
Oh,
so it's
true,
like, imagine being approached, but like, we want you to write the theme song for this movie. It's never going to play in the movie. It's going to play over the end credits. The end credits are 20 seconds. I think in that moment, I'd be like, how about this? Feeling kind of lucky, this girl really likes me.
Feeling kind of lucky, I like rollerblading.
You've done it again. Weird in my Brink 10th year.
So that was Brink, the greatest movie.
Oh, it's really fucking good.
I love so much how central to everyone's existence rollerblading is. If your school was obsessed with one thing, like swimming in the 13th year or rollerblading in Brink, or any of these DCOMs where everyone's just obsessed with one thing, what would your school have?
I mean, sadly, I have to say it would probably be yo-yos. Because my school was so fully swept up in the yo-yo craze. I think I've got my Pro Yo 3 in a drawer here somewhere.
Are you yearning to be a sponsored yo-yo man?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, we all looked up to do you remember Johans?
Oh, Johans, yeah.
Johans, yeah.
The pro,
he was good at yo-yos.
My school had a fives court, which is an incredibly old-fashioned sport.
Is that the one where it's got, like, a very specific bit of, like, stonework shape?
It's like squash, but you don't have or racquetball, but you don't have a racket. You use your bare
hand.
hand.
Hit it with your hands. Is that not agonising?
Yeah. So we all sort of, like, played it ironically.
My whole way through school, it was just all of the most basic, straightforward crazes. Pokemon. I would watch a Brink of Pokemon cards.
That's even... I mean, how do you make a Pokemon tournament exciting in the way that a downhill rollerblade race is?
Well, you've seen the Queen's Gambit. It would be me looking up to the ceiling and seeing Charizards moving around on the ceiling.
And then, like, the evil Pokemon player hits you with a chair.
Yeah, and takes my shiny Blastoise.
But yeah, this movie is so good. The vibes are incredible.
Pure.
The cast are all amazing. I love everyone in it.
Everyone's pulling their weight. Obviously, Eric Von Detten, EVD, is so great. Sam Horrigan plays an absolutely terrific villain in Val.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. There's we've probably mentioned it before, but there's a Disney Channel TV series called So Weird, which is basically X-Files but for kids.
Yeah.
And it stars Eric Von Detten and Patrick Levis, who plays Peter in this film, as two of the sort of main cast members. So if you are after more of these two, I would heartily recommend So Weird.
Yeah, it's all on Disney Plus.
Is there anything else you want to say about Brink before we stop talking about Brink?
The thing, I think we have to take the view with Brink that we're not going to cover it all here. If we try and make this comprehensive, we're just going to like tie ourselves in knots. We have to think of this as like, if we're time team, this is like the preliminary dig, right? Mm-hmm. We're just kind of like fencing out like the dig site for the Brink excavation. There's going to be a lot more Brink in this podcast in our lives.
What I will say is that I think a lot of this movie's success is based on the character of Brink. What a sort of sunny, optimistic, just force of nature the character of Brink is, as played by Eric Von Detten. Eric Von Detten has now retired from acting, which I think is a shame. He did a few roles. He played Sid in Toy Story, I believe. Yep. He was in The Princess Diaries. Yep. But I honestly think that if the dice had fallen slightly differently, he could have had that Keanu Reeves career. We could be looking at the Von Dettesants right now.
Oh, well, it's not too late. It's not too late. Well, I mean, it might be too late. I don't know. I was about to do a call to action, but then I couldn't think what it was, except for everyone watch Brink. But then Disney will be like, hey, 50 more people watch Brink this week. I guess that's...
Let's remake it like we did Under Wraps, but bad.
Well, yeah, if they remade it, they'd probably cast EVD as the dad, and that's not right. He should be he should be Brink, the character Brink, but older. It should be, I want it's Brink dealing with TikTok.
Brink for the TikTok generation.
Exactly. Brink has a child of his own. And the child has joined Team X-Bladz. That's exactly what it would be.
But Team X-Bladz is an esports team.
Yes. Oh, that's it. Val, after the disgrace.
There's no one rollerblades anymore.
We're basically stealing the Karate Kid TV show, but
Oh, are we?
No, but it's fine. Hear me out, Andy.
Okay.
It's fine.
You can do that.
It's fine.
Hear
me out, Andy. It's
you
fine.
can just do that.
It's fine to steal. So Val comes back. Since the disgrace at the tournament, he never skated again IRL, but did get into realistic esports simulations, and that is what Brink's child is really, really into.
And Brink is like, why don't you roller skate?
Why don't you go outside and do soul skating like I did?
Yeah, and she's like, I'm not. That's rubbish. Dad.
I don't want to.
Interested in esports.
Yeah, and then who's this on the scene? Val. And Val's like, hey, come join the Team X-Bladz esport.
All you have to do is sign this contract saying your dad has to respect me.
Respect me in public. Damn it, now he has to do it. Hey, Brink, do you think I'm worthy of love? Bearing in mind your contract.
Please, Val, I'm at work. This is my canteen. You shouldn't even be in here without a pass.
I'm banging on the window. Hey, Brink!
How did you get in here? I tailgated someone with a pass. Now, you say we're presenting this humorous situation, but this is probably a series of skits on Oh My Disney. So
Oh yeah, that's true.
A series of depressing skits.
Anyway, Brink rules. I'm so glad we did it. The podcast is over. There will be no more Mum Can't Cook because I got it out of my system. I want to read this email regarding 'Twas the Night, the festive film that we covered last episode. Now, Andy, do you remember when we were talking about the point where someone in the movie can experience brain death?
Oh, yeah.
Morks writes, I want to say, towards the end of the episode, you speculated about the moments in the movie that could actually be the main character dying and recontextualizing the rest of the movie's events as that character's dying thoughts. Crucially, I feel you missed what is the most obvious moment which would fit this theory. The scene in which Nick Wrigley is tied up and confronted by Elliot. You remember this, Andy, of course?
Yes, of course.
I proposed that in this scene, Elliot did not squeeze Nick's nose, as depicted, but instead, in a fit of violent passion, savaged Nick's face with his great and terrible hands, causing Nick's brain to bleed, which he would die from seconds later. This would explain Nick's almost cartoonish actions in the remainder of the movie. His frontal cortex would be the first thing to be damaged, causing a total breakdown of his empathy and perception of self, and allowing him to imagine a version of himself in his final moments that is, as you describe, almost Batman villain-like. So,
oh wow,
there we go.
That's dark.
Yeah, that's dark. Thank you, Morks. I enjoyed that a lot. Alex Simpkin, I want to shout you out as well for sending us a full D&D rule set for reindeer flu. I won't read the whole thing because it's quite involved.
It's impressive.
The disease targets humanoids. The infected slowly transform into reindeer. Symptoms include Arctic fur. You're resistant to cold damage. You have antlers. Nice. You deal piercing damage equal to 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
It sounds pretty useful.
You get hooves and a shiny nose that sheds bright red light in a 20-foot radius. So, yeah.
Okay, so we need to decide what we're watching next time. Yep. And I propose we watch the 1999 DCOM Genius.
Okay.
I'm going to read you the description from Disney+.
Yes, please.
Not even going to college to study with an awesome scientist can keep Charlie Boyle, 14-year-old physics genius and hockey fan, from feeling like a misfit. Wanting to be around kids his age, Charlie reinvents himself by enrolling in the local junior high and taking on the bad boy persona of Chaz Anthony. At first, he's able to juggle his double life, but it's not long before his worlds collide.
The bad boy persona of Chaz Anthony. Okay. All right. Oh, no. So there's your homework. Genius. I remember it being quite the thing.
Quite bad.
Quite bad.
They can't all be Brink. They can't. Everyone.
Yeah, it's going to be a grinding come down, no pun intended.
Yeah. It's going to be a Liu Kang grab climb. So, yeah, just watch it.
just look. Just watch it.
Right?
Just watch it.
Yeah. But thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks.
And remember to always soul anything in your life.
Soul everything.
Whatever you do, soul go to the shops. Soul do your job. And if you ever get paid for anything, you're a huge sell.
Yeah. Burn your money. What are you doing right now? Burn your money.
And also thank you to our sponsor.